This is your life. Are you who you wanna be?
You guys, in order for us to even start to attempt to be the solution, someone's got to step up and face the problem. We got to take these statistics, guys, put them out there, point out the holes, point out why it's not being told. Why is there not a face to obesity? You guys, someone's got to get loud. If there's one thing about Visalis, is we know how to get loud when we're passionate about it. You guys, when I say face the problem, I don't just mean create awareness around statistics. I don't just mean become educated around the issue. I don't just mean be able to point out why the story is not being told. When I say we need to face the problem, it can't be about numbers. It's got to be about people. It's weird to me when I think about obesity and I think of the things that I see, I can't even mentally attach an image to it because nobody out there is putting a face on it. Most people are trying to hide the numbers. Every once in a while you see a report. But guys, in order for us to face the problem, we got to create the awareness about the issue. We got to use the facts, but more importantly, we got to make it about people. To face the problem, we have to put a face.
But our real names are Gerald and Estella Hayes. We were on The Biggest Loser 4 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
We were 63 years old at the time, and Stella lost 83 pounds, I lost 177 pounds.
Oh my gosh. Heroes!
Oh, by the way, I also won $100,000 after the at-home winner that season. But what I'm most proud of is I lost 151 pounds at home. Nobody has done that in the 14 seasons of Biggest Loser.
But we're here to tell you the story. And the story was 2 years before The Biggest Loser. We had a wake-up call regarding obesity with my youngest sister, Carol. Carol was a husky child and became a 400-plus adult for most of her life. The Sunday before her retirement at 55, we went to the ER. She coded and died that night. We didn't get the message regarding obesity.
2 years later, we were on The Biggest Loser at the ranch. In the first 45-minute workout, guess what happened? I passed out. I went down, just like Carol. We realized we needed to change, and we did. We got our lives back. This is our story. Every story you share will change somebody like us. We are the face of obesity. Wow.
How you guys doing? Some of you may know me as a choreographer, dancer, performer. I've shared the stage with Michael Jackson, Celine Dion, Diana Ross, Jennifer Lopez. But my name is Judd. You know, I traveled the country, including Canada, teaching on a dance convention tour called The Pulse, which is based on a Broadway dance center in New York City. And over a year, we teach over 30,000 kids. And what we do is that we mold them into becoming the next generation of performers and dancers and artists. And what I've noticed at these conventions, similar to this, all the food that's offered there is nothing but pizza, hamburgers, hot dogs, and cookies. And that's bad. We have to lead by example, and that's why we're here, right?
Yeah.
It's up to us to educate the kids about nutrition and being healthy. And it's our responsibility to take care of them. And it starts with us by leading by example. I'm impressed, and thank you so much for having me. And I'm impressed by all these people on stage. Jerry, Estella, Lincoln, Ruby, Eric, Todd, Teresa, and the Hulk. Every story that you say to someone can impact a person just like me to be here to help and be a part of the solution. I just want to say thanks. I'm Chris Judd. I am the face of obesity.
Woo, Lincoln!
As the Vitality 2012 female champion, but my name is Lakin Ozarza. All throughout my life, I was overweight and was bullied by classmates and teachers. But one moment stuck out particularly. I was 12 years old in 7th grade, and as most junior high students, I had a crush on this really hot guy in school. And he actually started talking to me. He wanted to walk me home, so I'm like, okay, cool, just go with it. And the next day, the mean girls at my school came up to me at my locker and were like, oh, I heard you and so-and-so were going out. I had no idea at the time what this meant. But I went along with it. This continued on for a couple more days. Walking home, talking to school, and then the next day, those same mean girls came up to me and were like, oh, I heard you and so-and-so broke up. I'm like, again, don't know what that means, so I just went along with it. Okay. Well, by the end of that day, I had found out that I was the butt of a really cool, it was April Fool's Day joke that day. I went home that day. And told my mom, why are they so cool with me just because I'm different? Why? And she said, just stick yourself in their shoes. And it's something that just stuck with me that moment. And if it wasn't for experiences like those, like that April Fool's Day joke, I wouldn't be able to be here today on the stage to share my story with you. I managed in 10 months and 21 days to lose 170.5 pounds. Every time you share a story, it could impact a person like me. I am the face of obesity.
Good morning. Those people know me as Miss America 2011. I became the youngest Miss America in over 70 years when I won the crown at just 17 years old, right out of high school. But my family calls me Teresa. My name is Teresa Scanlon. And most of you may be wondering, what on earth does Miss America have to say about obesity? Why would she even care about this issue? Well, let me tell you that as Miss America 2011, as I traveled the country, I saw how obesity impacts the entire nation. My personal platform is on eating disorders awareness, which let me tell you is just the other side of the same coin. Whether you are starving yourself to death or eating yourself to death, we are abusing food in this country, and it's time for that to change.
Yeah,
We have to come to face the issue and make a difference. Why is this issue important to me? Because my family has experienced the impacts of obesity, the tremendous difficulty. My grandpa suffered from obesity and experienced several heart attacks and strokes because of that. And he passed away when I was 3 years old. I'm the middle of 7 children, and he never had the chance to meet my youngest siblings. My dad lost his father when he was just starting a young family from the effects of obesity. Obesity continues to impact my family. It's a struggle for many of us. So I'm on a mission to change that. 2 of my sisters and my mom are now on the challenge. Together to make a change in our lives because we don't want to lose another family member.
Amen.
That's my story. Every story you share can impact someone like me. I'm the face of obesity.
All right.
Hogan, but my real name is Terry Bollea. My story goes like this. As a child and as an adolescent, I was always the fattest kid in my class. I lived here at the beach my whole life. Finally, one day, I decided to ride my bike to the beach, and on that day, I got enough courage, and I finally took my shirt off. Well, instead of nipples, I had dimples. At the end of the day, with everybody talking about how fat I was, I decided to get on my bike and ride home. So I put my shirt on, and when I went to ride my bike, all the spokes had been kicked out of my bike, so I couldn't ride my bike home. So by the time I got home, I told my dad I forgot to pull off my bike up and someone stole it. Well, 2 things happened. I never got another bicycle, and I never went back to the beach. And every time I hear or someone shares a story like this, it impacts someone like me, because I am the face of obesity.
Go, Eric! God bless you!
My name is Eric Rose. I was somewhere between 600-700 pounds, and not anyone you would have ever approached about the challenge because you didn't know I existed. I didn't go outside. I was scared to go in public places. To this day, when I hear people giggling in public places, I assume it's about me. You'll hear, of course I was always a big guy, so no one ever bullied me. But I'd walk through an aisle at Walmart, and when I'd go into the next aisle, you'd hear people start laughing. People asking me, "Oh, you're a big guy, bigger than how hard do they fall? Do you ever trip? And if you do you bounce?" It's like that's funny to me. If it wasn't for someone like Hulk who put it on Facebook, I wouldn't have got started. And I live in a small town, 3,000-4,000 people, and in my story, I've got eight people in the Century Club.
That's so
I had
awesome.
2 people
That's so
over
awesome.
200 pounds.
Woohoo!
It's amazing. And I'm working on my 3.
Woohoo!
You gotta tell stories like these because you never know who they'll impact. And I'm basically guys.
Go, Rosie!
Some of y'all know me as Ruby from the Ruby Show and Style Network. My friends and myself know me as 700 pounds, 600 pounds, 500 pounds, 400 pounds, and now 300 pounds.
You're beautiful, baby!
My life has, and I never realized that my life has always been about another on the freaking scale. I've always been the weight, and nobody saw me. You don't see me. None of y'all saw Ruby at 700 pounds. People see disgust. They see lazy. They see glutton, gross. You don't see us. People laugh at us, make fun of us, but we're real, we're human beings. I got stuck in an addiction, and we don't even know how. But we're a walking billboard. When other people have addictions, they can hide it, we can't hide ours. My mission, I love what they're doing. It's incredible. Because this is the lowest I've ever gotten is 328. And I'm finding out who Ruby is without the weight.
Woo!
She's a human being. I'm realizing it. And I want y'all to realize that when y'all share a story like mine, that you're going to impact so many people, because look at me, and I mean look at me. Because really, I am the face of obesity.
Being at 600 pounds, homebound, not able to see the outside world, couldn't even fit in a car or drive a car, having to use a wheelchair, a walker, and a cane, learning all over to walk again. Watching the Ruby shows motivated me. My stylist gave me my life back and even more. I have lost a total of 320 15 months.
Oh my
Every story you share, it impacts a person like you. I am the face at obesity.
Guys, that's a big issue. Are you willing to face the problem?
Yes.
Are you willing to face the problem?
Yes.
Are you willing